Hello guys, welcome back to the Do It Right Tech channel where I take you through everything tech. And in today's video, we are going to be looking at all the individual tweaks that the One UI update did to the lock screen. Now, you want to stay tuned till the end because they are amazing. So, without wasting much time, let's dive right into the video. But don't forget to hit the like, smash the subscribe button to come back for more, and hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss out on any video that I post. On that note, let's go. So often you just want to change your wallpaper. So you hold on the screen, you select lock screen wallpaper, you tap on the lock screen, and then you're greeted with this. Now it's been taken notch above it. Previously, I believe wallpaper was written here. Now we have it replaced to this. So you tap on that and you're greeted with all of these. Previously, you got the option to use generative AI, which was good, but it allowed you with few templates that you could generate from, and it kind of defined every single thing you could select from. What I mean is this: you select night, and then you get to choose the color, you get to choose the landscape, and then some element inside. But if you tapped on the color, they gave you types of colors you can select. If you selected the scenery, you got to pick from a list. And if you selected the element, you had to pick also from a select few. But now in the same space, you get the Generative Studio, which is an addition to the entire One UI update. Now, a video coming up would break down every single updates that came, but in this video, we're limiting it to only the lock screen wallpaper generation. Okay, so here we can select the Generative Studio and then generate any image we want. Now, to generate the image, we can pick a style from any of these. So we pick a 3D style like this, and then we can use this image, or we could pick an image that we want and generate from there using prompts. So here we can see the prompts that generated this, and then if we don't want that, we can pick whatever we want. So we can edit this prompt if we want a white sheep in an inner tube, and we can change, let's say, the white sheep to a cat. Get a cat in an inner tube and a brown sheep, and so we are going to make it a brown dog. Okay, in a mask, it is standing on the hill, standing in the swimming pool. Okay, and then we're going to hit generate, and then we can wait, generating the exact scene that we want as our lock screen wallpaper, as our wallpaper. All right, so this is what we get. If we want this, we can save it by hitting done, and then that becomes the wallpaper. You could move it around this way, or the other tweak that has been done is, even though the image might be all the way at the top, we're now able to drag down, and this upper part of the image is going to stretch on its own. So it's a minor tweak, but it's something that actually helps with putting the images exactly how you want them in your lock screen. But it doesn't end there. Also, when we come into here, the images, to pick an image for our lock screen, something else happened. When you scroll down, we come into graphical. Yes, graphical existed before, but the tweak is, once you select graphical, they no more or no longer stay as static images. They become interactive images. So that when I select this, which is a tennis ball court, we're going to get a tennis on the screen that when you tap on, it actually moves on the screen. So like that, you touch it. Let's change it to another. Let's pick this one. That's a ball on water in the pool. You tap on it and it's going to move like that. Okay, so the more you're tapping on it, the more it's moving. So now they give you the option to get an interactive lock screen, but it doesn't end there. An image. So previously, if you wanted to set a wallpaper, you could also go there, and in here, as you scroll down, you got this, which was the adaptive wallpaper. Now it's no more the adaptive wallpaper, it's just named as weather. So coming inside weather, where you're limited to picking images from inside your gallery, where you could select an image this way, stretch like we've established, and then have this happening. That's the weather showing on the screen. You could decide not to go that far, but instead, when you go to select an image and you're in this way, you can pick any image from anywhere. That means you could pick from the gallery, or you could pick any of the ones that are suggested to you. So once you've picked it like that, then to apply that weather effect to it, you're going to scroll down here and pick or tap on the weather, and immediately it's going to make that weather effect happen. So you're no more limited to picking images from only your gallery, but you could also pick from the suggested ones quickly and then apply this effect to it. But again, it doesn't end there. Now, you also get the chance to tap on the lock star, see the Good Lock application. And then this was previously on some Good Lock applications from the Samsung S26 Ultra users, but now we all have it. So you're going to select the unlock animation. And when you're inside here, once this is toggled on, there are several unlock styles you can pick. So you could have it that way, you could have it this way, you could have the wave, the warp, the ripple, the mosaic, the fade, the wiper, the paint, glitch, swell, several. And then once you've done that, for each one of them, you can pick something pertaining to how they act. So if it's glitch, the noise amount is what you're going to play with. Is it weak or strong? The paint, how big should the paint brush be? How small it should be also. Wiper, same. And we will just be using this as an example. And so with this, we can choose clockwise or anti-clockwise. And then we could also play with the animation time. If you want it fast, you could just pick that. If you want it slow, you could pick that. So we're going to pick somewhere here, and then we have how it's going to look. We're also going to choose whether it's coming in or it's going out. So you could also pick whether it's linear or it's going to bounce. So you get that bounce effect. If you want it custom, you can play around with several things with this to generate it the way you want it. In this example, we're just going to pick the bounce effect, and you scroll down, you can pick whether it's supposed to be elastic or you want a medium. So there are several things you can tweak. Okay, once you're done with this, now when you lock your phone, ensure you come back and hit on done. If you don't hit on done, it's not saved. So now when you lock your phone and you open it and you want to unlock it, hold down, you're going to get that effect as a transition into the space. More coming. So now we're going to hold down again, get back into the lock screen and show us more. Now, again, can't see the lock star. You can select that. And now you get the option to go into always on display. Once in there, you're going to come here into the AOD auto brightness. Previously, it existed. Now it didn't. And now we can use it. So you can select this now. And then instead of keeping it in auto brightness, now you can decide how bright you want your always on to be. All right. So you pick it, you tweak it the way you want. Yes. Then you hit done. And then you're done there. So another part, or the final thing we're going to be talking about here, is the ability to create that depth wallpaper vibe. All right, because now it's possible. The previous update would not give us because of the black surrounding the image that's supposed to be on top of the clock. But this time around, the update has fixed it. So let's look at it. So what you're going to do is, first and foremost, go into your gallery. So once you're in your gallery, you're going to pick the image that you want. If this is the image, you're going to try and cut out the subject in the image. So in this example, I'm going to hold on to this using the Galaxy AI, and then I'm going to tap on this and save it as an image. So we've got this and we've got the image, which is this. Now what we're going to do next is hold on to the screen anywhere and select the wallpaper. Then we go in here and then pick from the gallery. So we're going to pick our image here and select done. Then we're going to be picking it for the lock screen. And then we're going to come in here. So once we're inside here, you're going to put the clock anywhere you want it to create that effect. Now, normally, if you have selected the adaptive clock, it's going to be moving around the image, ensuring that you're able to see the time around it. But for this example, what we're going to do is we're going to stretch it a bit bigger so that we have some hidden, some on top of the main image. Then what we're going to do next, using the Good Lock application, tap on the lock star, go to app widgets, scroll down till we get to gallery, and then select image and stories. Add that widget. We're going to pick that widget, put it here, and then hit on the wheel icon, and then we can select an image. Then we go and pick the image that we cut out, which is that one there. Then we hit done. Once we're done with that, you want to come into display mode. You want to select stretch to fit widget, and then you're going to hit save. Now you're going to come in here, pick the image, tap on it, and then I'll stretch it the way it's supposed to be. Now the only difficulty with this is you need to actually stretch it until it overlays the previous image perfectly, which is exactly what we've been able to do here. So once you've done that, you can see the air here is over the number. So with this placed over, now you're going to pick the clock and then place it wherever you want so that it's hidden behind the main image there to create that depth that you want. So there you have it, how to create that very depth wallpaper that you see around. So now if we go into the lock screen, so now in the lock screen, this is how it's going to look like. All right, so there you have it. Few but very impressive updates, changes to how we can create and use our wallpapers now in our lock screen. If you didn't know these, I'm glad I was able to bring them to your notice. But guys, let's drop in the comment section what else you want to know. So if you're excited to see all the new updates that have come, where I go very in depth, don't forget to hit the like, smash the subscribe button to come back for more, and hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss out on any video that I post. On that note, I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.